Okay, so let's talk about an issue in War Thunder. Kill stealing. So what is kill stealing? In realistic battles, in War Thunder, in aircraft, a kill steal is when you have put a lot of damage into a plane to the point where he is going to die. He is a dead plane. The only reason you haven't got the point for it is because his plane is burning, or his plane is still being wrecked, or, because of War Thunder's realism aspect, they want that bit of realism. So the plane just doesn't instantly die, it slowly degrades. But effectively he's dead, he's out of the battle, you've done your job, you're just waiting for his plane to fully die so that you can get the XP for it. Now, a kill steal is when, during that time that's happening, somebody else comes along, puts a few shots into him, and they get credited for the kill. Now, this isn't Gaijin's fault. Now, the reason I say this isn't Gaijin's fault is if you look at a game like Battlefield, the kill goes to whoever puts the enemy down, whoever deals the last bullet, and then the assist goes to anyone who put damage to them. However, if I do 66% damage to someone, I get 66 points. So that's how Battlefield works. And in World of Tanks, all tanks have HP points, and you get points depending on how much damage you do. It's not about the kills in World of Tanks. Can't do that in War Thunder because of the way it works. It's got a much more realistic damage model, if you like. It's not a very game-friendly kind of mechanic. So because of this, I genuinely don't think there's anything Gaijin can do directly to the whole kill assist thing. However, I do think there are a few things we can do. Now, first of all, how do I get around this issue? The way I get around the issue is quite simple, really. If a plane is on fire, I won't shoot it, because it's going to die. If the fire goes out, then I will shoot it. Now, some of you may say kill stealing isn't a problem. It's not a kill until the plane is dead. And to be fair, that is the attitude which... Probably that's the best attitude to adopt. If you want to do really well in War Thunder and get all your points for your kills, you need to act like that. You need to not stop shooting until the enemy is dead in the ground. However, here's the problem with that. Spitfire 2B. The Spitfire 2B has 2 cannons. It's got 4 machine guns, but the machine guns are useless. You've got 2 cannons. They're your main armament. That's what you're killing planes with. You only have 120 rounds of ammo. Now let's say I fire a quick burst of 20 at an enemy aircraft, boom, and he's set alight, he's on fire, and he's burning, and he's heading towards the ground. I don't need to put any more shots into him. Number one, he's going down, he's going to die, he's on fire, he's pointing at the ground, he's a dead plane. Number two, I thought I've got very little ammo, I want to conserve my ammo. So I leave him and I let him go to the ground, and then someone just comes along and shoots him and kills him. You know what I mean? So that's the problem, is like aircraft, you should be able to do loads of damage to someone to the point where they're dead and then leave them, but you can't do that because everyone wants those points, even if it means being a dick to get them. So basically, you need to start adding incentives for people. At the moment, there is no punishment for kill stealing, and there will never be a punishment for kill stealing because it's not something you can officially monitor in War Thunder. So instead of there being punishments for kill stealing, there needs to be rewards for not kill stealing, or a better way of describing it, rewards from preventing kill stealing. So, here is an issue. In War Thunder, if I set a plane on fire, and then he jumps out of his plane, I will get the kill. Now, there's no reason to bail out your plane. In real life, you bail out the plane so that you can live. But this is a computer game where we have no lives. Lives aren't a thing. So there's no reason for us to save our pilot's life. if you give a little reward for jumping out your plane, so let's say, I don't know, an extra 5,000 lions, or a couple extra, or a percentage boost if your pilot survives the end of the game, something like that, and let it known, people will start thinking, oh, okay, I now have a reason to bail. Now, of course, you might be thinking, oh, well, doesn't this just encourage people to jump out your plane when someone's on your tail? That is the only issue. However, I'm pretty damn sure Gaijin would be able to code it so that if you jump out of an aircraft that hasn't taken damage, you don't get the boost. You only get the boost if you jump out of an aircraft that has sustained enough damage to credit someone for the kill. Then, if you jump out, you get your percentage boost for having the pilot survive. This way, if I've got someone on my tail, and the person on my tail sets me on fire, and I'm pointing at the ground, and I can't pull up, I'm going to bail, so my pilot can survive. He's happy, because he's got the kill. I'm happy, because yeah, I died, but at least my pilot survived. And no bastard has come along and stole his kill. That's one way of doing it. I figured the only second way which I would do it, and this second way is the way I would do it. In fact, I might do a bit of both. If I was Gaijin, I'd do both. I would, now hear me out on this, it's going to sound strange at first, but I would have kill assists equal the same amount of points and lions as an actual kill. Now hear me out. Now this, you may think, well, that's just retarded, but it really isn't. I'll explain why. So, in a game like a shooter, this is retarded, because in a shooter, you've got to put the enemy on the ground. You know, you've got to make sure they're dead. If you only put a few shots into the enemy, you know, and don't actually kill him, you don't deserve the same points as someone who's actually fully killed him. I get that. This isn't a first-person shooter, though. So why should it use the same mechanics as a first-person shooter? It's based on World War II aircraft, you know, World War II fighting styles. Now let's say we're in real life, I'm in World War II, and then I fly around, and I shoot, quote-unquote, shoot down a Heinkel 111 in my Spitfire, but realistically, I just shoot him to shit. And someone says, yeah, I'll confirm that. Although the plane is still in the air, it's completely destroyed and is going to die. You've got that confirmed kill. But what if the Heinkel 111 flies away and actually does manage to survive? Someone else comes along and kills him. He's confirmed that kill as well. All of a sudden, two people have got a kill on the same plane. That is probably, now I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty damn sure that has got to have happened in World War II. A couple of times, surely. There have been cases where people were rewarded kills even though they didn't see the plane hit the ground. I'm pretty certain. So it would make sense in War Thunder. Also, I don't see why not. I don't see. Like, if I'm on someone's tail, and I put a shit ton of damage into them, and then somebody else comes along and puts a bit more damage into them, I get aircraft destroyed, I don't care how many lions they get at that point. But if I get an assist, and I get less lions than them, I'm pissed off. But if I get the same lions than them, I don't care. So, I just think it makes sense, and this way, it would encourage teamwork. And yeah, it would encourage people to come along and kill steal, but it doesn't matter. All it means is they get a tick next to their name. They get an extra tick next to their name, and you only get an assist next to your name. But as far as lions and research points goes, you're exactly the same. That's what I would do, because you can't stop players from stealing kills. You can't force players to have certain morals in video games. But you can force what points you get for doing certain things. And I just feel like that would work. That would work. Having assists and kills be the same points. Because sometimes the person who gets the assist has done more damage than the person who got the kill. And that way it completely doesn't make sense. And War Thunder's made by Russians, and they're all about communism. This is perfect example of communism. Yes, that is a joke. Alright, I know Russia isn't communist. Don't slaughter me in the comments. You know, Russia are communist in the same way that I drink tea every day and walk out with a gentleman's top hat and a dicky boat and a cane. But on a serious note, this would work. This, I think, would work. Now, I've sat down and I've thought long and hard of reasons why this wouldn't work, and the only thing I've come up with is people will get lazy. People would put a few shots into an aircraft and then leave it. That's the only thing I see being a bad thing from this system. However, that also technically is a good thing, going back to good old natural selection. What do I mean by that? Well, the players who were dumb enough to just put a few shots into someone and leave them, they're the ones that are going to be punished for that, because they're the ones who won't get, they won't get the kill for that plane when that plane goes back, rearms, comebacks, and kills everyone on the team because he didn't put them down. But of course, you could always throw the argument, yeah, but what about all the good players on his team who would have put him down? They put him in danger, and yeah, I know, but I think it's a fair trade-off. I would rather have assists and kills equal the same amount of lines and RP than have kill stealing going on. That's what I do. Or my little pilot technique, where if you get the pilot to survive, you get a little bit extra. Right now, I've been thinking about this for a while, can't think of any ways of solving it. If you guys have got any suggestions as to how Gaijin could help fix, I want to say fix, it's not really broken, it's just one of those unfortunate parts of multiplayer gaming, but I genuinely think War Thunder can just make it a bit more pleasant, and I think this is the way to do it. So if you guys have any suggestions, either as to why my idea wouldn't work, or as to how Gaijin should sort this out, whether you even think they need to sort it out, maybe you think kill stealing just isn't a problem, maybe you think you should put them down, it's not a kill until they hit the ground, maybe that's a thing. Anyway guys, if you liked my idea or liked the video, please leave a like. Don't forget to comment again if you've got any suggestions of your own, and subscribe for more. I definitely want to do more of these discussion videos where I discuss some topics, for example, AAA in War Thunder, AI in War Thunder, or team killing in War Thunder. These issues, these very touchy issues where there's no, line where you can say this is this, this is this, and this is that. I would like to do more of these discussion videos. So if you liked it, please leave a like, upvote it, because I'm not going to do another one unless this gets a positive response. So please leave that like, drop a comment, saying that you enjoyed it. Go to my Twitter, my Twitter link is in the description and is also on my channel. Go to my Twitter, tweet me on there, give me feedback. And I could always do this with other people. If you didn't like the fact that I was on my own doing this video, if you want to see my friends and I discuss it as a group, please tell me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We've nearly hit 100 subscribers on my channel. I am buzzing. Thank you all so much. Almost 300 followers on Twitter as well. So, you guys, your support has been amazing. Let's keep going. Let's get to 100 subscribers and beyond. Just leave that like, comment, share with anyone, and subscribe if you already haven't. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.
Спеши.